I keep thinking you'll come on back to me.
Hello, and welcome to Generally Dysfunctional again. I'm your host, Mariba. With me, I have my normal crew. I have Ken, I have Nkosi, and I have Wetles. Today's topics are going to be an interesting bunch. We have to talk about should you be charged or can you have what would I say? There should be any repercussions for doing, I guess, a moral responsibility or ethical responsibility trying to save somebody, and about some topics about racial discrimination, etc., etc., etc. But let's just get right into it. What do you guys believe that there was some video going about whether fake or not, where a woman was apparently sued a guy for saving her life because she wanted to die or whatever? Whether it's fake or not, do you believe in your line of duty of a normal human being, or if you have the responsibility, like if you're a police officer or whatever, and you save someone, do you believe you should be charged for that?
Anyone's gonna go first?
You can go first.
Well, there's two separate cases to this. One is if somebody was trying to take their life, and then one if somebody was in an accident or something and they're about to die. If someone's trying to take their life, and I don't know, if I see it going on, I would help the person, because that's what I would do. But if I do know that they're actively trying to kill themselves, then I might stop and think about it for a second and maybe save their life or try to.
Okay.
And the other part of it is if someone's in an accident or something, and yeah, of course I'll try to save their life, but to state that someone's life is at risk and you save them, and they turn around to sue you because you saved them, or you might have caused them injury or something while in the process of saving them, is kind of stupid.
I agree with the kind of stupid part. Definitely agree with that. Ken?
Yeah, as far as I can tell, the only time you can ever get in trouble in this kind of situation is if you're a doctor, because there are laws in certain countries where you're allowed to add a do not resuscitate clause to whenever you enter a hospital. Like if you're dying, then the doctor isn't allowed to save you. That's the only time you can get in trouble for saving someone's life. Other than that, if you see someone committing suicide or enacting harm upon themselves and you ignore it, you can get in trouble for not doing anything about it. So I don't think I really have a choice when it comes to that sort of thing. If someone's committing suicide and there's any possibility that I can save them, even if it's just as simple as calling the police or some shit, and I don't do it, then I get in trouble either way. So them suing them is on them. It's not really on me. They can't really get to me if I try to save them. Why don't you try a cleaner way next time if you don't want someone to come out the woodworks and save you? But that's my opinion.
Or take your pills in the bedroom. Is that what you said, Ken?
You know what I mean? Like, don't involve everyone else in it. If I don't make sure no one else can get involved in it. If you don't want someone to interrupt it, like if you really want to commit suicide, don't go walk out to the nearest public building and say you're gonna jump off it. Like, do that in your own space, because someone will try to come save you and you can't do anything about it. Like, that's just the nature of humanity, to try and save someone else.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Fully agree. I want to revisit the point you just made, because maybe I'm a bit unfamiliar. You said that if you see someone in trouble and you don't try to save them, you can get in trouble for it. What if trying to save them puts your life at risk?
No, this is the distinction. It's not about actively trying to save them. It's about actively not trying to save them. So there was that story, I think, like at the beginning of last year or something, where those 3 kids were just taking a video of that man that was drowning, and they weren't calling the police or anything like that. They didn't get in trouble for not diving in the water and trying to pull them out. They got in trouble for not calling emergency services.
Okay.
To come and do something. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You get in trouble.
That's one, because I wanted to know if there was a law that states that I have to put myself in danger for someone else. I'd be like, I didn't sign up for this.
It's the fact that you didn't make the appropriate people aware of the situation, even though you had time to do so.
To me, there is a rule. There is a rule that states if you start to help someone, you have to continue helping them until the emergency services arrive. I think it's a CPR rule. It's an international rule.
This is why you don't get involved. So I just don't get involved. Because when the killer comes back, now he has 2 people to kill. But on a serious level, like I don't see a problem trying to save someone for anything. Even if they're trying to commit suicide. But then again, I had a debate with someone about playing down the importance of someone. Like if they believe they have nothing to live for, who are you to tell them they have something to live for and stuff? In these circumstances, do you stop? Do you not stop them? Do you let them make their own decision or not? But in a natural situation where someone is drowning, yeah, you jump in, you try and save them, you try and help them. You eventually, like, whatever you have to do in order to keep them alive. But if I know ahead of time that somehow attempting to save someone will cause me financial injury or whatever thing, I'm gonna get involved. Naturally won't get involved, like, not my business. Leave it for the professionals. The most I might do is call the police or whatever, emergency services, and be like, yo, there's some lunatic over here about to jump off a bridge. Click.
But still, that's costing you financial because that call might cost you money.
Why? I did my part. My part
No, I'm
is...
just saying it's financial cost. You calling them will cost you money.
Nah, contract. It's a contract. I got 3 minutes. I can waste that. I think, no, all emergency services are free. I swear, in every country in the world, emergency services are free as far as I'm aware. Even when your phone is blocked, you're still able to call 911, I believe. Not proven yet.
You can.
So there you go. So, financial burden. It's alright. Nigo, anything you want to add to that, or you just fully agree?
No, I fully agree with what Ken said, yeah.
Alright, fair play.
I think for the most part, the potential victims are just mad that they couldn't go through with it, and they need someone to blame for the most part.
Anything within the law, really.
Alright. Speaking of within the law and rules and stuff, there was a video or post about an athlete who was told that he either forfeits or he cuts his dreadlocks off for a wrestling competition and whatnot. What are your views on that when someone is telling you to conform to different rules and stuff, especially if it's not speculated in the international rules and stuff? What are your views on that?
Well, the thing is, if it was not a problem previously, I don't see why the referee was like, oh, you need to cut your hair, right? I mean, to get to the point where he's in, I mean, obviously he's been wrestling before.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, he would have had to have the hair when he was wrestling in the
past
best matches.
Yep.
So why is it a problem all of a sudden? So I mean, I just didn't understand why it is the people around allowed it to happen. So my problem is like in twofold. One is with the referee, and one is with people who allowed it to happen. I mean, at the end of the day, the guy, homeboy did let his hair get cut, and then he won. So it wasn't a whole kind of Samson and Delilah. Is it Samson who cut his hair off?
Yep.
Yeah. Look at me with my Bible shit. Look at me showing out. Almost like a Catholic.
It was happening like Samson didn't cut his hair off. It's Delilah that cut his hair off.
There you go. Right. So yeah, it wasn't like the whole Samson losing his hair story. And he was able to win anyway. I mean, I would like to think that he took the rage of having to lose years and years of hair growth and channeled that into his aggression to win his wrestling match. But who knows? I'm just glad he won his match. But yeah, that was a bullshit call from the ref and people who allowed it to happen.
True. Do you reckon he should
continue?
Do you reckon he should have took a stand on ball? If getting all the way to the finals, nobody had an issue. None of my opponents, no coach, nothing. No other referee had an issue. But you just showed up and you have an issue. Clearly the problem is not with and especially if the competitor had no issue with it. Reckon you should have took a stand and be like, "Is a referee?"
100%. 100%.
I think that's what they tried to do at the beginning, though. They tried to argue that because this was part of an ongoing competition. I think this was like the third or fourth leg of a competition. So he had been doing the thing where he was covering it up with a cap.
Yeah.
In the previous matches, which is what they were trying to argue, but like the ref was just not having any of it, and it was like I think this was the championship or the tournament game, so. But I think the pressure was just there for him to just do it.
I would like to believe in the case if his opponent said, "Ref, I see no problem. I don't feel he had any advantage or disadvantage. I don't feel he had an advantage or I don't feel disadvantaged by his locks or whatever. I see no problem. I would like to believe the ref has no, leg to stand on bowling. Well, this is going to affect the match.
That's the thing. It's not up to the opponent. It's just up to the law.
It's up to the ref.
Yeah, because if he says, "Oh, okay, fine. If you're fine with it, then let's go ahead," and all of a sudden the governing body of or whoever overlooks the whole thing, who's the referee?
Are there rules against having long hair though?
They've not speculated when I read it. Is it?
There are rules. If it gets in the way, because it's a wrestling match, so obviously there's a possibility of it getting in the way. So if it looks to be getting in the way, it's not allowed to grow longer than the shoulder, I think it was. If it does, then you have to put it inside a cap.
Alright, so homeboy head was in that cap. I don't see the problem. Like, dog, fuck that referee. How that costume she face? There's a woman, right?
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, other people were fine with the way it was sitting in the cap, but this referee apparently wasn't.
If it was me, I'd meet the referee in the car park after the match and send them to Suplex City.
Man, that was a bullshit call. For sure, a bullshit call. I mean, I don't see why people there did not say, or maybe if they did say something, I don't know why they weren't more stern in their expression.
At the end of the day, it could be a player complaint, an opponent complaint, or it could be.
Oh well, it was just the ref. It was just the ref. No one else had a problem with it. It was just the ref. So yeah, literally just him. I cuff him in his face.
I think
as a wrestler.
Suplex City.
Yeah, Suplex City was. There we go meet Brock Lesnar in the ring.
I think maybe it was a targeted attack per se. Just judging by the fact that whoever else before had no issues, all these other components had no issues. I think, like you said, if none of the opponents before had an issue and they all lost and they took it in their stride or whatever, I feel like somebody was trying to put him in a position to either mentally affect him by saying either he forfeit, you lose your locks and try and take his mind off the match and stuff like that. Because growing your locks takes years and stuff, and you just gotta give that up and stuff. It affects his mind state and all that stuff, and he still managed to win and stuff. Whatever the ref was attempting to try and stop or whatever, still didn't stop him because he still win. But if I was him, I would have took that up straight up.
He went so his locks back in, man. he went so back in them locks. But I mean, still, oh god, but that's really is a growth.
Yeah.
You just how long you have to have your hair fade to grow into dread.
No, this is what I mean. Especially if I would understand, and there was a piece in the article bowling. If it was going to be a big issue, it should have been started before the season started for the competition. It should have been stated. You should not get to the final and then make this thing, because that's like changing the rules in the big match to favor whoever, whatever. But at the end of the day, the start of the competition, like even with I think it was with the Premier League now and whatever, they said start of the new year, you get the VAR and stuff. So you let everyone know this is the cutoff point for when this is going to happen. But you don't make the move in the final ball and we're going to do this. You can't do that. People shouldn't do that. He did it, but you shouldn't do that.
I mean, at the end of the day, athletes, specifically Peter Crouch, get ahead by pulling locks anyway.
Trinidadis would never let that go.
Fuck Peter Crouch. Fuck Peter Crouch.
What are we gonna tell them? No love. No love.
All plyboard looking motherfucker.
No love for that guy, boy. No love. Speaking of which, do you guys reckon, keeping on the same topic, do you guys reckon there's a bit of any racism in that decision then? Do you reckon?
I don't feel it's racism. I felt it was more like the guy was just jealous of his locks. That was all. He couldn't grow it, so he was jealous.
I mean, in today's world, you can't rule it out, right?
Yeah.
In today's world, you can't really rule it out because it was a white referee. It was a black kid. Black kid was winning.
What is opponent white though?
Maybe don't know.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
No, but if it was two black opponents, then they can't call it as a racist decision. They could call it as a anti-religious decision.
True.
Yeah, but if the one black guy is abiding by all the quote unquote rules, bald-headed dude, nothing wrong with him.
Let's not too evil, isn't it? Let's not too evil.
It's like, then it's like, why are you acting like that nigga over there? Why are you acting like?
Why you told me? Feel nigga. Juicy talk about this.
Apparently, the coaches argued with the refs for a couple minutes, but
Yeah, exactly. They tried to convince him otherwise. I'm not.
Yeah.
This is why I can't blame the people on his side, or the coaches, or the parents, or the staff, or whatever. They tried to convince the ref. It's the ref that wasn't having it. Straight up.
homeboy chose to cut his locks. I mean, he wasn't about to lose that match, and that was what was important to him. So I'm glad he won. You know, I'm glad he still won the match. It's just sad that
I'm angry that he had to conform.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I think
For
somewhere
sure.
in the article they also said that the ref, I think the ref said the N word at some function and stuff. We'll link the article below, guys. Don't worry about that. But somewhere in
We'll
the
slut shame him.
what?
We'll slut shame him.
Why? How does that?
I gonna slut shame him.
I don't know. I always wanted to say that.
You're gonna throw some pussy at him and then slut shame him. Oh, stop being a hoe, having all that sex.
I don't know. I always wanted to say that word.
You're
Alan Maloney is his name.
Yeah, but apparently he said
Alan Maloney.
he said the N word with nigga and shit at some function and stuff, which people
That stuff is hearsay. I heard of all that stuff, but it's like, if that was proven and true, this would be a whole different matter. But no one's proven it, and I can't be commenting on hearsay before
factual. Yeah, we need some proof. But so well, at the end of the day, we're gonna all agree we happy homeboy won after making that sacrifice, because it would have been a dark sacrifice to make and lose.
He definitely did not look happy afterwards. Let's just say that he was
Pissed after.
Yeah.
But think about it, if you lose though, think about it more. You just cut your loss. That's a double whammy in one day.
There's gonna be, if he lost, there'll be victims afterwards. I'm telling you, right? There'll be straight up victims.
That would have been your next.
Would not be no victims. He'd have been a terrorist. Have you not been watching the news? When a black man does something that kills more than one people, he's a terrorist. No victim.
Oh, sure.
Bring that out. What's up with that though?
That's part of life, part of being an American. That's the American experience. I think what's called him? Charlie Gambino talked about it. Welcome to America. This is America, sorry.
You should get a lifetime ban.
You get a lifetime ban.
You should really get a lifetime ban for that shit. But yeah. Oh yo, I want Charlie Gambino to release some new music.
For real?
What does that have to do with this topic though? Oh, wow.
I'm just saying Charlie Gambino was like, you know, because I still listen to Awaken My Love. That shit is great. Great
It is.
fucking album.
It is.
Man.
It is. Well, keeping on the topic of all this racism and all this stuff, what is you guys? You have an option of either picking your funniest, your best, or your worst racist experience since you've been walking on this God-given earth.
Mine. Funniest. Walked into a big function, and one of my best friends is an Indian guy. And I walked in, and I was looking for him, and it was a mixed crowd, black and Indian people, African and Indian people. And I couldn't find him. So, and everybody's watching me, you know, because you came into this thing late. So everybody's eyes on you because you interrupt the speaker. And then I just raise up my hand and say, anybody see my coolie? And my partner now, you say, yeah, I'm over here, my nigga. That was I think that was the funniest though. I got a lot of heat for it.
Don't doubt that.
Yeah, I can imagine you got heat for that.
Ken?
Back when I was in sixth form or college for other countries, it was I was coming back home. At this point in time, I was living around Peckham, so anyone that knows Southeast London, they know the type of environment I was in. But they were doing.
So what you're saying is you're a blood.
Crip.
Fucking Treyway!
Crip. He's a crip. Get a crip.
Scum gang!
Oh shit. Yeah, it was bad because they had just initiated this whole thing. I can't remember who was the prime minister at that time. Like initiated this whole, no, not the prime minister, the mayor at that time, but they initiated this whole stop and search situation. Where
I think it's their own Blair.
yeah, but it was like the mayor of London that was doing it at that time. I can't remember who that was, but like it was like they were putting police at nearly every single train station, stopping and searching people. And obviously they weren't stopping and searching the innocent looking white women and men of London. They were stopping and searching if you're black, it didn't even matter what you were wearing. And I was wearing
just immigrants in general.
Yeah, basically.
Make London great again.
All the Windrush generation children.
And like what this it was weird because this time because I went to a Christian school at that time, so I had to wear a uniform. So in the morning, I'm going to school. The police come round. They ask to check my bag. I'm like, I don't know why you come to check my bag. I'm in uniform. I'm just trying to get to school. But all right, I'm not getting on this train unless they check my bag. So they check my bag. I go to school, come back. They said, oh, we need to check your bag. These are the same police people again. They're not different people. I remember them, but they apparently don't remember me. They just remember my color. So they're just like, let's have a look at that bag again. They check it, nothing in there. Then I go home. I get undressed. I'm going out to go meet a few friends. Like literally, probably an hour later, same policeman again. They said, "Yo, we need to check it. You need to empty out your pockets." I'm like, "Are you guys nuts? You just saw me go in. Like you're the one that checked me with my uniform on." He was like, "Oh, well, I've already started the search, so I guess we may as well finish it now." I'm like, "You guys are nuts." But like at that point in time, they were blocking you from getting on the train unless they search you. So I had to get myself checked for that.
You know what it is? All black people look the same.
Apparently, man.
That's good bit. Nigo?
I think I don't have any funny ones. I have a bad one. I mean, I'm a big fucking black guy, so people are very wary when it comes to me, or they're not gonna try anything kind of stupid or anything that kind of piss me off if I'm out in public. So when I was in Turkey, I went into a football store, I believe it was, looking for some gifts to bring back for the family. And one very fair, very pale-skinned, what I can only assume was a Turkish fellow, seemed to be shadowing me around the store. Every time I pick up something and I look around, I'd see him like looking at me and trying to see what I had in my hand, looking, maybe he thought I was gonna steal it or outside the store. So I had to open my mouth and say, what the fuck you look at that? And I went into the whole Trinidad, angry Trinidadian spiel where accent tick 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 and they can't understand what they're saying, but I was loud and unruly. Basically a nigga, Basically a nigga, but I had to say, what the fuck you want? If you like, go and teach something out. Wait, but
Hold on a second. Something's echoing. You all hearing that?
No.
I'm hearing it echoing. When Nigo is talking.
Think that's on your end?
Your end.
Hold on.
Yeah. So,
Alright.
yeah, so back then I was more ignorant than I am now. So I pick up a ball and I was gonna hit him with it. I was really thinking I was hitting him with it. But instead I just walk up to the cashier and I just put my money on the table. And I take the ball and I walk out. And that was it. But before that I make a certain noise and whatnot. So that was the only like real and that's actually the first real racist experience I've had as as not a younger person, I would say. As an older fellow. In my 20s.
Alright, fair play.
Everything else was like in school and fighting and whatnot. So.
I've had a lot of racist experience.
Go on, you can go next one before me if you want. Go on, throw a next one in.
No, go ahead.
Mine's is, I guess, weird, I guess. Worst, or I think it's, well, not the worst, but one of them.
With that, the girl tell you she wanna see a nigga dick.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that. When I first came to England, I was living over here. One of my first girlfriends over here. Her mom and her grandma was staple racist. They want none of it, especially when the daughter said who they were dating. And every time she came up with me or anything, she goes back home. They will just trust through some vile stuff. Look, needless to say, I didn't even know anything about this until one day me and her were talking, and she actually opened up because she was breaking down in tears, saying, "You don't understand." And I was like, "All right, whatever." She told me the whole thing, and I was like, "Wow." And the kind of vile shit, like, "Oh, you're gonna have his nigger babies? I want no nigger babies in my family." She's just, bruh. The mom was not having it. Grandma was like, "I will just exile you." I'm thinking, I'm barely 17. I ain't trying to get no bitch pregnant. Where are these people mind coming? Needless to say, me and her keep dating for some reason. And I remember she came around my house or something, and we were somewhere and we were chilling for Valentine's Day. And in the end, her parents got crazy, like, "Come home now, you're kicking you out and stuff." So they came to pick her up. So I walk her to where the car was and stuff. And I'm walking back to my house, and the car swerved. The mom literally tried to ride me over, and her daughter had to grab the wheel, and her dad had to grab the wheel because the mom was like, I better take him out, because clearly my daughter's not going to give up, so I'm going to take him out. After that, I realized no person is worth it. Me and her broke up, and we move on from there. I wasn't having none of that.
Wait. You broke up with her because her mom's was racist?
I broke up with her because I don't think dying over it was worth it.
I have so many. Look, I don't have no conflicted feelings about that. I can't stand with you for that, bro.
Okay, that's up to you.
Good, but I didn't like that move.
Nah, it's alright. It won't work long term either way. Long term wise, it won't work. She would have to deal with this pressure every day in, day out, of dealing with that. No way. So yeah. So you gonna tell the next story, or you done there?
No. My story is short and sweet. I work on a boat. A Caucasian captain told me at the time I was really tired, working for like almost 12 hours straight. I was really tired, and the captain told me, "That's what you were brought to the Americas for, to work in the sun and die."
What?
You know what? That's how it is. That's what he told me.
No doubt.
When you just speechless because you're like, oh.
No, I was like, one day when I leave this company, I'm gonna hunt you down, and you'll see what I was brought to the America for.
Fair play.
Elephant never forgets, neither what less.
Fair play.
I had a racist experience when every Indian person in my class hated me for something that was out of my control.
Shit happens.
I mean, I went to predominantly Indian school in Chagonas. So on the very first day, there was a very Indian fellow by name of what was his name again? Whatever his name was. But homeboy just was like, "Yo, your nigga just and your mother so and so," and ever since that day we had a fight. Like every semester was a fight. Until the point that we almost got expelled, because he would always have some shit to say about either me being black or my mother or my father and family and whatever. And every time he would open his mouth, we would fight. I wasn't gonna let him talk any shit. I mean, I got in trouble too, but back then, you're young and you're very ignorant and you want to fight everybody and prove he's a big man and whatnot. So it's very stupid, but I wasn't about to let somebody talk shit. So yeah,
especially about your mom.
Exactly, and Ken is who we get in the echo from actually. I know
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, he probably not too close to his mic, but smalls. Man, that was the only time really, apart from Turkey.
All right. So we've all had our crazy stories. I think, Nico, this one was about you. Well, not about you, but you found this one where the bride kicked out a couple because they brought a kid to the wedding and stuff. she dropped them. She enforced that policy.
I think she's right.
I think she's right.
When I have my wedding, she gets to organize it for me. because if she has the ability to keep people out that don't need to be there, then she gets all the power at my wedding.
For real.
I would honestly say a lot of people are going to be offended because they're going to be like, so why the kids can't come? But honestly, kids can be really, really, what's the word for it?
Annoying. A waste of
They can
time.
be really distracting.
Not a blessing.
And imagine you're trying to say your vows and this kid is in the background crying and yelling and, you know.
Bust two slapping our child ass, yes? Take it outside.
It can really ruin a moment that you're trying to have. So if she doesn't want kids at her wedding, the people who brought the kids should have respect that.
Don't show up, innit? If you're legitly boy, you know what, this wedding's not for me. Or leave the kid at the grandma's or whatever. But she made her rules.
The thing is, she allowed the kids to stay during the ceremony, right?
Yeah.
Fine. You know, you're there, you're doing the ceremony, whatever. That's not really the important part for people. People want the whole, you know, the party after, right? They want the after party.
Yeah,
What's
but
it called?
we have no
Reception.
They want the reception.
reception.
So when people came with their stupid ass kids to the wedding reception, she was like, "No, you all have the bunks," and they were most annoyed. Fuck them. Completely fuck them. The woman have her rules, you know. If you didn't want to be kicked out, you shouldn't have brought a kid.
Literally.
That's why their instructions. Do you not read, simple nigga? I mean, come on.
Like, if you accept the invite, you accept the terms and conditions that comes with the invite.
You
And
know
the
what I mean?
invite said simply, listen, kids free wedding. So
Yeah.
you either jump on board or send a gift and just leave it. Leave it in the car and
Just don't turn up. If you can't turn up under the rules, don't turn up.
legit.
Be easy on my conscience if you don't, because then I don't have to pay for your free drinking bitch ass. Like, why are you turning up with your noise making? Like,
What's your
it's like
conscience?
I wish a nigga would bring some kids to my wedding. I wish a nigga would.
The only kids that
Give me
come
the opportunity
your
to
wedding
be an asshole.
The
Not
only
even
kids
my-
that come to your wedding is yours.
Not even my own kids coming to my wedding. Fuck them little niggas.
Like, honestly, I don't really care if kids come to our wedding or not.
I want-
really don't.
You know who's gonna bring the rings up to the altar? A fucking drone. We're not in 2005 anymore. Yo, get some technology in this church. Come on.
What says the drone's already shutting down the airport in England? You might
For
as well.
real.
You
But
might
that
as
really
well.
happened.
Twice.
Yeah.
I thought that was joking about that.
We got shut
Somebody
down.
flagged
Twice.
the drone in the air.
Gatwick and Heathrow got shut
Shut
down.
down. There's no Luton's neck, yo. Legitly Luton's neck. Watch.
By
Somebody
one-
flew a drone in the airspace. So.
Yeah.
by one small drone boy. Just flew it in.
But it's just like a regular DJI drone. I thought it was
No,
a
no,
military
in the-
drone or something.
No, industrial. Was it
Yeah, so basically, both of them had a
What is he
set.
doing with the industrial
Apparently, had a set
drone?
path because like no one could disrupt the connection between the pilot and the drone. So they assumed that the drone had a set path.
Mhm.
So that's why they couldn't like take it down or anything. So I was just like, just shoot it down. Like it's not that hard. Someone just get. You don't even need to get a gun. Get like a potato gun or some shit. And just shoot
Get a gun.
I think the reason why they was also scared to shoot it down, which I think was silly, because they said they were scared of ricocheting bullets. But I'm like, let's tell everybody move inside.
Ricochet bullets from a drone.
I don't
That
know.
bullet
what
is gonna
it's
tear. What?
Guaranteed
Made
no
of
one-
titanium, or?
You know what I mean?
Ricochet.
That was part of the reason. I remember reading it on BBC. Well, like that's part of the reason. It was preemptively didn't want to use
Well,
gun.
call the military and launch a fighter jet and let them shoot it down.
One rocket.
Yeah.
Just give it like a fender bender.
They have anti-air guns to stop illegal planes coming into our airspace, but they can't take a single drone down. It's a bit nuts to me. I don't even blame Gatwick. I blame Heathrow for seeing that shit happen at Gatwick and still allowing it to happen at Heathrow a few days later.
That was funny. Yo. So you watch your brother just get beaten up by a drone and you laugh, and then what? 2 weeks later, a drone lands and like shut down.
Yeah,
That
but
was nice. A couple
right,
meet
but if I see a kid, I'm kicking the kid out. I'm straight up kicking the kid out.
Don't blame you. Is that gonna,
Violate heated.
is that gonna be your rules at your wedding? No kid wedding? Is it all your weddings
No
kid
kids.
free?
Why are you bringing your kids? This isn't a party. This isn't a babysitting service. This is my wedding.
Bro,
Get out
wait,
of it.
You know
wait
what?
until that kid push the cake down, yo. Just come.
Like kid talking during the ceremony. I'm trying to do my vows and it's crying. I'm like, you know,
Throw away the whole child though. Yeah, throw away the whole child. I go all Rome on it. Oh, the child has a defect.
If it's
That's
Spartan.
Spartan.
If it's Spartan.
Spartan.
Same shit. Not really, but yeah.
Actually,
Oh, fair play. But back to the drone thing. Some people make some money off that because some people got arrested by the military or the government or whatever, and they were just like, it wasn't us. We were in Portsmouth when this was all going down. It wasn't us, and they got proof.
So how they get money?
Because they got defamed. They plastered the whole couple and stuff all over the news, all over the TV and stuff, and they're like, it wasn't us. They're calling them scum and all stuff over the newspaper.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's a fact check.
I think the son was like, look at the scum that took.
Yeah. I'm telling you, defamation of character. Defamation of character.
That is a fact check.
That's a
Those tabloids, they don't have a decent bone in their body when it comes to checking up on stuff. before they start reporting
piece of
it.
me wish it was me to cash that bad boy. Real talk. I want to fly a drone.
And you know what's better? There's no freedom of speech in the UK, so you can sue them for ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah, defamation of character. Bruh. And you see the
Yo.
government too for publishing you and stuff without a fair track, bruh.
They're gonna get sued a milli for every paper that went out. Every page in that fucking print run is gonna have the price tag of a milli.
Bruh, I'm telling you, if I was them, yo, and I think they already said somewhere, they said they would take legal action, so I know these people are about to cash in nice, all because they get suspected for something and people didn't follow the process correctly. And you know what, they still haven't found the drone guy because he's out at Heathrow right now parking planes. So somebody make some money off of this. If I was the drone guy, I'd tell them, you owe me some money, yo. you owe me some money. Keep it on the top of the wedding and stuff. If you proposed to your future girlfriend or whatever, and she say no, is the relationship still going?
nope. Done. It ended.
Nah, man, I'm not sticking my neck out like that for you to come say no, because I'm not being one of them silly ones that proposes after like 5 months or some shit. I'm waiting for our relationship.
3 years at least.
3 years, like, and if we're sticking together 3 years and you don't want to continue this shit on a permanent basis, get the fuck out of here.
For real though.
Because if it's a no, then what are you saying? Like, there's no point in this. If there's no point in this, stop wasting my time.
Like the only reason I'm asking is if I know you're gonna say yes.
Yeah, for real.
What if, you know what?
So
What
if your spooky ass say no, man, it is 100% over.
It is done, dusted, and
you
done.
guys, what if she's going through depression? What if she's
I don't give a shit.
What if she was drunk?
You know, especially if you propose and it was out in public in front of family and friends because you were trying to be that romantic guy that all the girls want. Man, that is messed up.
Now
It's a
see,
definite no.
as you say that, right? Chances are the woman that I marry is gonna be all up on memes and trolling and shit. All things considered. So if I were to put God out my mind and propose in public like an idiot, and she says no, I'll take it like a loss. But then after I'll text her and be like, so did you really mean no, or you were joking? Because who knows if she just said no because she's like, oh man, I'm gonna get like a lot of likes on Instagram or some shit.
I've actually seen somebody get proposed to and the girl said no. But
Yes,
she really wanted to say yes, but she was so shocked and so emotional or whatever that she kept saying no.
Yeah, obviously, you gotta establish the facts. We're not the sun out here saying things that are true.
Talking about, bro.
I would be like, are you sure? Like, after, because it would be like, what would be the scenario? You say it in public, everyone's there. She says no, everyone's in shock. People are like, the pity party is out there.
Bro, that
damn.
pity part. You know, all the guys come and
No,
hold you
no,
the shoulder.
y'all
Like, I'm
do it.
sorry, man.
Y'all do it wrong. You propose. She says no. All right then, cool. And you put it back in your pocket. So we want to eat for dinner. And
What?
you just play it off.
I'm not sticking around.
You just
Nah,
play
I'm
it off
not-
normal. And you know you get in your 1-2 good little pokes. You know. After y'all have sex 1-2 good times, and then you leave her for a white girl.
What?
I'm not sticking
Wait,
around.
what does that white girl have to do with it?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Where,
saying.
where does the white girl come in? What if she is a white girl?
You know what I mean?
What if she is a white girl? You leave her for Indian or Chinese. No, we're not picky.
What the fuck?
I ain't staying around in that situation. I'm getting home as soon as possible. I'm canceling the dinner we had, all the other stuff.
Well, you cancel all plans and everything, but you just don't say that. Hey, I don't know this isn't gonna work. You
No, I
don't say
find
that.
out why. Like, why is it a no? And then
Nah, I don't even know. I don't even want to know why.
What? Okay, wait.
I
I got
will-
one for
yeah.
you, Nico. Nico, I got one for you. You say you don't want to know why. What if she just found out she's terminal? She just found out she was terminal cancer.
Well, that's your business.
Wow.
Then she should
You
be
know what I
happy
mean?
that somebody wants to marry her.
Why didn't she tell me this? Why didn't she tell me this? 5 minutes before. Why didn't she tell me this when she found out? Why did she wait until we're out to dinner or we're taking a trip? Bitch, I love you. Why did you tell me this shit before?
you know, for real, man.
You got.
If you don't come, if we go to a dinner, it's all extravagant and shit, and then she see me bending the knee, if she's terminal, she best pull me back up and be like, I got something to tell you first.
Yeah.
But what if now you weren't going to propose and something fell down and she didn't see what fell down, but you bend down on the knee to pick it up and she thought you was going to propose and she just automatically rejects you.
She just had to stay there
That's
and be
what
like,
they
yo,
do.
I wasn't going to propose to you.
Yeah, like
Scary bitch.
if I wasn't gonna propose, then it's not an issue. If she can't say no to me not proposing. Like, I wasn't gonna propose anyway. That's on you.
You're gonna say to her like,
presuming.
you think you're wife material? Just look at her like,
You
what?
know what I mean? Like,
What?
I'd just be like, relax, pa. Relax.
yeah, damn your hype. It's not. It's not. We're
No,
not
no,
here for
no,
that.
We're not about our ring life dress yet.
Maybe I'm a guilter, right? Maybe I'm gonna say some shit like, oh, I wasn't going to propose, but at least I now know for future not to propose. Guilter, it's it.
Watch us start crying and stuff.
This will never happen to me though. Luckily, because I want to be proposed to. I'm not proposing.
You know what,
don't-
yo? I swear to
You
God.
don't
She has
think
to
a good
propose to
feminist,
me.
though.
She has to propose to me.
I swear to God, if homegirl make you propose and I ever find out about that, I'm making a scene. I'm making a scene.
Yo,
I'm that guy.
If it happens, it happens. But I want to be proposed to.
What you want and what you do is two different things, sir. I'm telling you.
Correct.
What happened? You
Correct.
see, you know that piece of the
You
wedding?
said that wrong. What you want and what will happen is two different things.
Okay, but
Yeah, that's
we don't know, but I'm saying at the wedding, his wedding, when it said, does anybody know why this should not happen? I'd be like, yo, she didn't propose. Let's move. Keep it moving.
You know that shit that women do about we should go check out this ring, for our engagement. Meanwhile, we're not planning an engagement. We are planning to get married. Oh, look at this ring. Doesn't it look good on this finger? I would be doing shit like that.
You know what is weird? I don't understand the promise ring thing.
Promise ring. Did you do that like when you're like 13?
No, I've seen big women walk around with promise rings here.
They listen to too much Jonas, bro.
Yeah, they need to.
I think I understand what they're doing. I just don't see the point, but I understand it's like, if you were the nigga who broke and just like, listen, I promise once I make it, we get together, blah.
We want
I'll sort you
a
out.
promise ring or an engagement ring? An engagement ring, well then wait.
I mean, marriage in general is stupid. I don't see the point of marriage in and of itself anyway. But yeah. Well, I mean, I see the point of marriage as a legal benefit, but fuck marriage in general.
I don't feel the legal benefit. The only thing I feel as a benefit
You don't? These tax breaks be nice.
Yeah, you watch them taxes go down and then tell yourself if it's
until she takes half your stuff, then is it really taxes?
This is why we have a prenup. Exactly, this is what a prenup is for.
We want prenup.
And I heard him say,
I'm telling you, until the judge boy, you know what? Nah, she's been with you for 10 years. She deserve a cut. What?
If you haven't got a prenup, then you're fine. That's on you for being dumb enough to let that shit happen to you. But
exactly.
What? She want a cutter for pork, ham, cheese, chicken.
It had to be some sweet bread. It's some sweet bread she want to cut because it's not my fucking, not my possessions and money. Nah, fuck that. I mean, it's not about the money really and truly the prenup. I think for me it's about principle. This is my shit. You have your shit, and we have shit that is ours. Shit that is ours, no problem. Shit that is mine, my name on it, mine.
I hear that. I would say though, if it's exempting the tax and all that, I think the only benefit for me I see is that a child is better off being raised in a 2-parent house than a 1. Statistically, it's proven, and that's the only thing I would say. Yeah.
You can take your statistics and shove it right up your ass. Okay? Because I've seen...
Wait, say that again because you're cutting out.
No,
not you.
I was saying statistically, it is proven that a child has a better chance at life being raised in a 2-parent home than a 1-parent home.
Yeah, for sure.
What if one of the parents is a crackhead?
Then it's a 1-parent home.
By default,
because there's a parent and a crackhead, not a parent and a parent.
Exactly, I was thinking, how did you... You see exactly how you said that? What if the parent was a crackhead? You ended the statement with crackhead, so...
Yeah, but it's still the parent.
Not anymore. No.
You're a crackhead.
Once you start sucking dick for crack, no.
What if they're just a crackhead? What if they're not actually sucking dick for crack?
You're still a crackhead.
If you are a functional person, if you are a functional, productive member of society, and you smoke crack, hey, more power to you. That's great. Like some people do weed, and they're a productive member of society still. They're still coherent, and there when they need to be in the important situations, in emergencies or whatever. They don't take their shit for granted. Alright? No problem whatsoever. Do any drug you like. I don't care. But if you are a fucking, you're in a dark room and you're there for like fucking weeks just fucking shooting up. No.
Weeks shooting up and
you spend all of the college funds.
Yeah. Like, you're looking for bread because you can't rest your head on a pillow. You have all sorts of different itches. You're seeing fucking, spiders crawling on the walls. Not actually there. No, come on.
Snapping at people out of nowhere.
People who don't exist. You're talking to
you in a taxi or on a train talking about, boy Paul, I see you down the road. And you talking to a wall? Come on.
Well, Paul and Wall, they rhyme. You can't give him that. You can't make a problem with that. At least he's rhyming.
Outside they need you fighting your own demons. hand and fist. Come on.
Punching the rain.
Right? Trying to dodge droplets. if you're on that level, come on.
If you put your kids' beds on eBay just so that you can get another hit.
You're not a parent.
If you look like Tyrone from Chappelle's show. Yo. That's Tyrone.
Nothing wrong with Tyrone. Tyrone he functions in his own environment.
Tyrone is actually a good member of society. It's actually Harry that was the problem the whole time.
True thing. Yeah. If you function, I don't see the problem. If you're like a crackhead, yeah, come on.
Alright.
You're not a parent anymore.
Like we can agree that if you're a crackhead, you're not a parent anymore. You're just somebody else's husband or wife plus
problem.
Yeah, problem. That's too much. But I still defer that other than kids, I don't see a point getting married. You may say tax release, but I ain't even gonna give anybody that chance to get half, yo. I ain't about that life.
Tax release? What's
You
that?
get tax relief as in you get less taxes when you're married and stuff.
At least in the UK, you do.
Tax break?
Yeah.
Tax breaks, yeah.
So
I don't know if in Trinidad you get that.
I think it's in America too. I think it's in America too.
You make children for tax breaks if you're a millionaire. That's how I see it as.
If you're a millionaire and you have children, you need to save that marriage. Fuck paying child support.
For real. As soon as she says she's pregnant, you're committed for life.
Go to some fucking, premarital counseling. Go for something. Take a Panadol, do something, nigga.
Whatever happens, she'll leave it.
Get a mistress.
And a sports digger style. Just get a nanny, innit? Just get a nanny. Anyways, with that, since we come to the end of our show, you can find us on Generally Dysfunctional, on our Twitter, and our YouTube. That's it. It's been a next good episode. See you guys same time next week. Peace.
Peace.
Later.